I used to go to sleep hopeful, but when I woke up every morning, like, damn, why do I have to go through this? Did I do something wrong? Am I cursed? That was my mentality, my constant state. And still, as always, I relied on sports to distract me from everything that was around me. If I played ball and only played ball, so much that I didn't have time to focus on my world, then I would be okay. So I got up every day and went to practice and came home. On a lot of those nights, Will would be out, sitting by my house, smoking a blunt. Yo, what's up? Have a seat, he'd say. Chillin', man, I say. Just got back from practice. What you got going on? You nice. You be fucking niggas up. I do all right, I laugh. I can beat you. Yeah, okay. Will would say, giving a jab step like Jordan shooting an imaginary fadeaway. You don't want this work. We'd laugh. If you need something, man, let me know, Will will always say before continuing down the block. Over time, Wood and I had developed a friendship. He was teaching me things that helped me understand Luck's behavior a little more. When the weather broke, our little exchanges moved from the steps to the inside of his car, where I sit for hours. We'd still be parked in front of my house, and sometimes I'd be in the passenger seat, and sometimes I sat in the back. He would just give me game, while we peeped the block, seeing who was coming around and going away. Telling me stories about the older guys from Murphy Homes, older gangsters, even older than him, how they moved back in the day, what they left for him, and in turn, what his generation was going to leave for us. In a way, he helped me understand some pain I felt. Luck probably was acting out because he didn't see a future for himself past selling drugs and getting killed in the streets. Wood didn't show me a clear path to making it up and out, but he did tell me that if I stay clear of all these things he did, then maybe I'll have a shot. During those moments, Wood taught me how to master my surroundings and stay on point. It was similar to what Luck said, but he went deeper. Not just being on the lookout, but understanding that danger doesn't always come from strangers or people who just pull up. Sometimes danger is sitting at the table with you sharing the meal, or on your basketball team, or lying next to you in bed. Don't just be ready for the surprises, be ready in general. Never get too comfortable. As a matter of fact, learn how to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Even on our own block, I should always be on point. Knowing my surroundings, knowing the cars that come through, knowing what's happening during the day as well as at night, knowing who doesn't belong around here, and just making it a point to be on top of everything. From him, I learned that I could avoid a lot of that pain I felt, just by always knowing where I was at, who was going to be there, what was their role, and then imagining what was going to happen as a result. Mentally rehearsing the present and the future. Always on point. Wood did the same for Duke. He liked to play around with him, but always made sure we got what we needed. I remember being on the corner one hot summer day with Wood and Duke. Duke walked out the store with a bottle of Diet Mountain Dew. Wood say, "Hey, yo, let me hit that." "Cool," Duke replied, twisting off the cap, taking a swig, and handing the bottle over to Wood. Wood took a sip and screwed up his face. When he realized it was Diet, he poured out the entire bottle, crumbled it, tossed it into the gutter, and hit Duke with a stiff arm like, bam. Ain't no soft big niggas allowed to be around here. Big niggas can't be soft. I ain't with that. Drinking this skinny bullshit? People nowadays would probably look at that as bullying. And it probably was, but they need to understand we're living in a different time. Wood wasn't picking on Duke to be cruel. He was training him on how to survive on these streets, how not to attract the wrong attention or invite disrespect that would escalate into conflict. We needed that instruction, just like I needed his stories and jokes and rules. Nothing cures depression or eases emotional pain like sitting on the block and listening to some of the funniest dudes in the world. They probably could have gone on to be big-name comedians if we had examples of big-name comedians coming through our neighborhoods. Duke was funny, Wood was hilarious, and I had jokes too. In a different world, people might have paid to watch us. I know I would. At that time, I felt like Wood was the only person who understood what was happening to me. Maybe it was because he lived a life. Maybe it was because he was right there watching me go through it every day. One thing is for certain, he gave me something to look forward to the next day. What that something was will often change. Some days it could have been a couple dollars. Other days it was one of his stories from back in the day, or just an ear I could vent to without being judged. He did those things for me, and that's all I needed to get to the next day.